Yo guys, what is up? Welcome back to a new Producer Insight. Today we're gonna dive into the project How Can I Forget together with Nikki, who is here with me. Hello Nikki.
Hello guys, welcome for joining.
So for the ones that haven't heard the track already, this is what it sounds like. So just a small bit from the tune. Yeah, so let's dive right into it on how we actually made this. So yeah, me and Nikki sat down. We wanted to do something together for quite a while. Actually, we spoke about it first at, I believe, the producer weekend from Scantrax.
Yeah, last year I think.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
And yeah, we finally sat down to do something, and Nikki already had a melody, which I will show you here. This is an old version of the project. Nikki already had a really cool melody, which I really liked. Eventually, it didn't really end up in the release because we thought it was better to do another melody, but it came with this melody. Sounds like this. And I believe,
Yeah, as you can hear, it's quite more a euphoric kind of melody. But yeah, after a while, we already played the track like 2 or 3 times already.
yeah,
And we thought, yeah, maybe we could find a better fitting melody to the breaks we already had.
yeah, true, yeah, because we had, yeah, it was almost like we had 2 versions of a track or 2 separate tracks. One part was really euphoric with the break, and one was really dark. Because we sat down and we first had this atmospheric break that did make it in the final release. The kind of slow, brassy intro, and then together with the other break that we had, which was kind of euphoric, dreamy, as Nikki said.
Yeah, like more festival kind of melody.
Yeah, true. And the reason we did that is because we had a different intro drop, actually, which was this one. So something like that, but it was cool, and we played it, and it went quite nice, but it didn't really have that wow factor in it, like when you get blown away. So we also discussed this with the A&R of Scantrax, and they were like, yeah, well, it's a cool track, but nothing really special. And then something epic happened. Nicky sent me one of his kicks, and then we sat down with some gated stuff, and we ended up with that kick. Don't rip, please. and
Yeah.
we kind of totally changed it up, right?
Yeah, it was kind of funny. I was working on a new kick like for 4 days or so, and then I sent it to you, and then you thought maybe we can make a gated version, gated kick for this. Then we experienced with some of our tails, and then we came up with this one. So
Yeah.
I think it really worked out well.
Yeah, true. Yeah, I think so as well. And we also changed the actual pre-drop vocal to Push It to the Limit, which could have been an alternative title, but we were just a bit fixated on How Can I Forget. Which is of course in the vocal. So yeah, just to walk a bit through the actual project, or of what we actually did. As some of you might know, I work a lot with audio, and yeah, we kind of combined that with some synths. So first we wanted to do this kind of sinister, cinematic, almost synthwavy style break, and we tried to look for some stuff that fitted that arrangement. So of course a Reese bass. And
you instant have this kind of a big apocalyptic kind of feel to it. So yeah, it really stands out in my opinion, to give the track a kind of atmosphere.
Yeah, and then with some big brasses, we actually, to create some impact, this is a little tip that might work for you. To create a bit more impact, we added a kick to the brass. Just really small, because without the kick it just lacks that impact power. So it sounds, so it just glides in, and with the kick, so just to give it a bit more power, which is a neat little trick. Build up is nothing too special, but we can go in another project where we have the new intro, so I can show you a bit better. Yeah, just using in the normal build up, just use the Reese bass again, some snares. I reused the brass sound, just some lifters, nothing too special here. So let's jump in that other project. Alright, so we are in the intro project now, and yeah, we kind of, since we were already working for so long on this tune, we were kind of stuck with the idea. So we basically restarted almost from scratch with the track, and that's why we did a new project file. So we kind of went from blank, only having the same key, so that in the end up, if we were to end up with a nice drop or new drop or something new, it would easily fit with the existing idea. As you can see, I just pasted the track at the beginning. Oh. And on there it would drop or have this old fake drop. We kind of did something different here. So I wanted the different.
We were listening to a lot of older tracks, and we really liked the more kind of minimalistic kind of drops you had back then, and we thought, with this maybe over exaggerated kicks, it's drops even harder than you have some when you have some minimalistic sounds in it. So we were thinking, okay, how can we make a lot of power, if you can say, to the drop?
Yeah, by using less sounds. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So exactly, and we didn't want to go, since it needed to be more special. We didn't want to just grab a standard hardstyle Screech and be like, okay, cool, that's done. Although we do love Screeches both, so we did end up using a Screech in here, and also in the other fake or anticlimax drop. But yeah, we first started out with this sound, and this shows that you can basically make a Screech from anything. So the first sound, without all the effects, sounds like this, which is basically just a loop, a bass loop. Something like that, but really high pitched in the right key, of course. Already sounds kind of gritty, kind of nice, but with some effects. So again, I've showed this before in some videos, but boosting that mid frequency, adding a phaser, and adding distortion, mainly that is creating the rough sound. And this was kind of our base idea, how we started the new drop. And we just made a fake drop and then drop it straight in with the kick. My dear friend Justin sent over some vocals. Shout out to Justin from OPS. And yeah, so basically just with this sound, the whole new drop was basically there. So minimalistic, more raw, more exaggerated kicks, like Nicky said. Again, using some similar elements from the existing track. Snares, brasses, stuff like that. And then with the kick, sounds like that. And basically it's just only kick with that, yeah, screech type or distorted type sound. Yeah, so what we then did, Nicky, maybe you can explain, because you asked you asked for it.
No, as you might know, both Marijn and I really like screeches in our tracks because they have a lot of drive to it, and you can create small rhythms to give it the extra energy to your track. So yeah, one of the big things we really needed to fix in our track was screeches. So yeah, I came up with some screeches, and then we pitched him on a relatively high note to give him a lot of yeah, drive to it. Maybe you can show that, Marijn.
Yeah, this was in the other drop. In this drop, it was the same screech as Victorious, so reusing some old sounds. But in the other drop, we used that screech, which I will show as well. So in this part, we went for, yeah, more our kind of our style gated kick. And then we did some. So we basically cut the intro part in half and added a little more build up with some zaag kicks. Just to spice it up a bit, make it a bit more stand out. And then reusing again this sound. So yeah, it's super over distorted and weird sounding, but together as a layer with the screech, it just gives it a bit more. Sorry?
Yeah, and with a lot of sidechain reverb to get this wall like a wall of reverb after the tone or note is playing.
Yeah, get this whole mess under control. Yeah, it gives a bit more dimension and depth to the screech sound without so much more plain and basic. So yeah, let's dive into the main project again. And yeah, we did a new melody, which sounds like this. So at first we didn't really like this melody, but in the end it fitted the vibe. So the more minimalistic, but still epic vibe. Yeah, we kind of had to do a little break where we introduced the melody, otherwise it sounded just too random. But again, to spice things up, and this is where your screech again, Nicky, comes in play. We added almost like a half anticlimax. So still rough kicks again, not as exaggerated as the first one, because that was the main intro. But this is just to get a bit more, not the standard arrangement of the track. And this is what the Screech sounds like. So I will show you what Nikki.
Yeah, I made this kind of industrial, kind of robotic, kind of screech.
Yeah.
Maybe you can play some notes to hear it, how it sounds on different.
And the resonance is mainly doing all it's giving it all the character, which is super nice, which I really liked. As you can hear on this note, it sounds almost as if it's low and high at the same time due to the resonance. But we kind of went for a more clean sound, so we went for a really high pitch screech.
Yeah, because when you have like a high pitched screech, it feels like more drivey or more energetic, you can say.
Yeah.
And it really fits this. Yeah, it's more like a kind of anti-drop, pre-drop before the main melody drop. So yeah, it really fitted that part as well.
Yeah, so exactly like you said, it's just a really small part. It's like only, what is it, 4 bars. And then it builds back up again. Yeah, and here again it's not really special, but what is special is the amount of drive that this has. When still having quite a long break, quite a atmospheric and cinematic feel to it. However, the track has a lot of drive, so I think we did the best job we could in delivering that drive, but still tell a story with the track.
Yeah, that was kind of important for us to make a standout and tell a story or kind of vibe to it. So pretty proud of it.
Yeah, so I think that's kind of it for this tune. No really special techniques, but just a really exaggerated kick and some arrangement things that make it interesting. Hopefully you've learned something from it. If you haven't checked out the track, please do so via the link in the bio or link in the description. And thanks for streaming, and we see you guys in the next one. Cheers.
Okay, bye bye.